Time for another Warhammer 40k 9th edition Necron battle report. It's Necrons versus Space Wolves, and it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. And if you're new to the channel and you want to learn about Necrons and more, then please subscribe and hit the bell button to turn on all notifications so you don't miss an upload. Right, today is another battle report. I'm going to be playing Richard from C M Wargames, link in the description below. There's also a link to this awesome battle mat which was given to me by JW Gaming. Again, link in the description below. Go and check it out. It's the new, smaller size and I can't wait to play on it. Right, first of all, let's have a look at the Necron army. Okay, here we go. We've got my Stormcron list. This is still my 8th edition army that I'm playing with, just patiently waiting for the Necron Codex. Lots of good things to come, and I'm getting a good feel for Necrons and how they should be played in 9th edition. However, some more practice is needed, and that's all this game is about. So, let's have a look at my list. First of all, we've got Imitek the Stormlord. He's heading up this Sotek Battalion detachment. We've then got a Cryptek with a Canoptic Cloak, and he's got the Veil of Darkness. In the troops, I've got 3 squads of Immortals, and they've all got Tesla weapons. In the elite slot, we got a Triarch Stalker with a twin heavy Gauss cannon. And then we've got 3 heavy destroyers and 3 Doomsday Arcs in the heavy support slot. And then for fast attack, we have 1 unit of 5 destroyers, another unit of 5 destroyers, and right at the back, 5 wraiths. One of them has a whip coil, and that takes me to 2,000 points exactly. Imitek has the Sotek Warlord trait, giving me an extra CP, and of course being able to regain some CPs during the game. So I'm starting off with 13 CPs. Okay, so here is Richard. Hello Richard.
Hi Nick.
And welcome to the channel once again.
Yeah, it's always good to be back.
Okay, so we've had a look at the Necron list, so let's have a look at your Space Wolves. Okay, so what have you got today, Rich?
Well, I've got a battalion of Space Wolves. I've used 2 command points to have him with the armour of Ross.
Here's the Rune Priest,
Rune Priest, yeah.
Yeah.
And give him Hero of a Chapter, which gives him a Warlord trait.
Okay.
So I've got 2 Warlord traits.
Yep.
Yes. I've got Ulrich.
Yep.
And he'll be going in one of the Rhinos along with 5 of the Blood Claws. I've got Ragnar, I'll be using Cunning of a Wolf on. He'll be babysitting along 3 units of Long Fangs. I've got the Wolfen as usual.
Yeah, nasty Wolfen.
Yeah, I've got 2 units of Blade Guard. One of them, along with the Wolfen and Ragnar, will be going using Cunning of a Wolf, which means they can come in on any board edge within 6 inches and 9 inches away from an enemy.
Okay.
And then I've got 2 lots of bikers.
Yeah, New Indomitus bikers.
Yeah. Very, very good, especially with the strats in Psychic of the Saga of a Beast. Inceptors. 2 Rhinos, bog standard smoke launchers.
Where'd you get these Rhinos from, Rich?
They're yours, Nick.
They're mine,
yeah.
are they? Oh, they seem
they're nice painted as well.
They're nicely painted on.
Yeah. I might get a paint score, But yeah, and then of course the 3 lots of Blood Claws, 10 in one Rhino, 5 in the other,
yeah.
Along with Ulrich. And that's...
I'm very interested in your little flight stands there, the blue ones. Is that what they come with?
They're clear, but I use the
Tamiya clear.
The Tamiya clear.
Oh, right. That works really well.
I like the Tamiya clear paints. They do really nice, and I've used them on my Aldar Flyer as well because it just gives a nice tint to it.
I'm just thinking how my Necrons would look with green flight stands. They're pretty cool. Okay, right. Let's have a look at the mission and start this game. Okay, so we are playing battle lines. That's 4 objectives. 1 here, 1 on the outside in the middle, 1 on that side, 1 over there. The 2 deployment zones will be that end and this end. So we're going to roll off, see who's going to be the defender or attacker. We both got a 6.
Good start.
Yeah. I've got a 5, you've got a 4, so I will be the defender.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got our secondary objectives. I've chosen engage in all fronts, which is table quarters, grind them down, which is kill more units, and bring them down, which is kill monsters and vehicles. There aren't too many, but we've got 2 rhinos, which potentially are fairly easy kills. And then we've got over here on Richard's side, domination, which is hold more objectives, bring them down, which is kill vehicles, and obviously I've got a few of them, and raise the banner, so Richard's going for the banner one. Okay, let's get deployed. Okay, so we've deployed. Richard, what's going on with your army?
Well, unusually I have deployed really conservatively, in case I don't get a first turn, and
okay.
If I do, I can pass it over to you anyway. So
okay,
that's the thinking, and it's really looking at the way the board was set up. Could I get my long things in the position to have decent shots at you? And I didn't think so. So I thought, well, if I give you first turn, you'll manoeuvre, and I maybe be able to manoeuvre, and then get clear shots on you.
Yeah. Although you do have quite a few units in reserve, yeah? So you've got 3 units in reserve, and then the rest are in the rhinos. You are a very long way away from me. However, I have deployed. I've got Imatech and the Cryptech in the middle there with the Triarch Stalker all round the objective with 5 Immortals and 10 Immortals. Destroyers on this side, Wraiths on this side. I put 1 unit of Destroyers in reinforcements. My heavy Destroyers are behind this building. Then we have the 2 Doomsday Arcs towering as high as they can, and the little squad of Immortals just on the flank. So we need to find out who is going to be going first. So a dice roll off, and I got a 4, so I need to decide if I want to go first or second. Right, so I've had a little think about it. I have decided I am going to go first, and the main reason for going first is, well, I haven't gone first yet against Richard, so I want to try it out. So it's going to be Necrons turn 1. Okay, end of the movement phase. I am being a little bit more aggressive than usual, but just some fun and experimentation. So I advanced the Wraiths to this objective and moved these guys up here. They advanced as well. I used a Veil of Darkness and brought 10 Immortals down with the Cryptech just here. And then I moved the Destroyers just here. They're in range of these 3 guys. And these guys are in range of those bikes. And then the heavy Destroyers are just cowering from the long fangs behind that building. Richard has deployed very well. It's very difficult to see, well, much. This particular Doomsday Arc can just about target the edge of some units over there. This one can only target the edge of some of the units over there. The 4 big side buildings, these ones here and the middle one, are obscured buildings. We also made the generators breachable, so yeah, it's going to be quite interesting in terms of the terrain, but for now it's time to shoot. Okay, so the Destroyers have declared to shoot those 3 guys over there on the objective, and Richard has played, what's it called? Transhuman
Physiology.
Okay, which basically means that any 1s, 2s and 3s to hit, foul.
No, to wound, foul.
To wound, sorry. 1, 2s or 3s to wound, foul. Okay, so here we go. So we need 3s to get the bullets out. Re-rolling all of the misses. That's a good roll. Let's do it over here. So we need 3s. So 2 miss. And now strength 6.
Toughness 4, so
okay,
3s.
so it'd be 3s. And we re-roll the 1s and 2s, but we're also going to re-roll the 3s because of Richard's stratagem. Yeah? Okay. So now we need 3s. Another 1, 2, miss. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 saves altogether.
And what's the...
It's -3 with 3 damage. Okay, so we've got a 4+ invulnerable save. They're multi-wounded, so we're going to do 1 at a time.
So first one fails.
Okay, so D3 damage. 3.
1 dead. Second one's fine.
Yeah. Fails.
Fails.
D3, that's a 3.
2 dead.
2 dead. Gets the save, failed.
Yeah.
And it's a 6, so
all three dead.
All dead. Okay, so Imatech is going to call the storm on this guy right here. So a 1 misses, and then whatever dice roll I get, that's how many mortal wounds. So we got 6 mortal wounds.
2.
And then we roll a dice on a
3.
6 for any units within 6 inches. We get D3 mortal wounds.
5.
Richard's just taking his dead off.
6. That's it.
Okay, and then how many units have we got?
You've got 3 more units.
Okay.
Here, and
If you want to point to the unit, and I'll roll the dice.
We'll do the next one.
Okay, so on the long fangs, we do get a 6. That's our D3 damage.
Oh, D3. Okay.
I think. I'll just check the roll. Let's roll the other 6s. On the other long fangs, not a 6. On the character, not a 6. On the bikes, not a 6. And on the flying things.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Inceptors.
Okay, Inceptors. No, not a 6. I'll just double check how much damage that is on the long fangs. Okay, I was right. It's D3 damage. So this is the damage, and that's a 3 more mortal wounds. That's fine. Right, so that's right, isn't it? Mine will be done.
Yeah.
Hit on 3, so 2's hit, and the 5s and 6s explode. Okay, so I've got 16 extra hits. So now we're going to wound. Strength 5, toughness 5. So we need 4s. Need a bigger dice tray, Rich. Okay, so let's take out the misses. Okay, 17 wounds altogether. Richard is gathering his dice. Let's see if we can take any wounds off of these bikes. How many wounds do they have? Is it 4 each?
4 each.
4 each.
Well, there, so they don't do that.
12 dice, first of all. Oh, a few 1s and 2s.
So 1 bike dead.
Yeah, okay.
And 1 with a wound.
Yeah.
That's 5, 2, 3, 6,
And
7.
another 5 wounds. Another wound taken.
Yeah, so 1 dies. And
2 more wounds on the other one.
two wounds on him.
Okay, my Doomsday Arcs, my Triarch Stalkers, can't see anything, so they can't shoot. So that is the end of Necron Turn 1. Okay, of course we've got morale to do, so we're just going to do that, see if any more wolves die. Okay, so no morale because I killed 1 unit outright, and the other one was just 2 models taken off because 1 was too wounded. So we are in to Space Wolves Turn 1. Okay, the Space Wolves have moved and the counter strike is happening. We've got both squads of bikes and these guys on the objective over here. The Rhinos backed up just over there. This Rhino's moved forward with Ulrich the Slayer behind it. The Long Fangs obviously... Did they move?
Yeah, they've moved.
Yeah, repositioned. And the Rhinos have popped smoke launchers. Okay, Space Wolves Psychic Phase. Okay, so we're going to do Stormcaller first. Is that right?
Yeah.
So it gets a cover save within 6 inches of the Rune Priest, who's by the Long Fangs. So what do you need?
I need an 8.
An 8, that's perfectly fine then. It's passed.
So anything with it in 6 to get a cover save.
Cover save, yep.
With a strat, every I believe it's everything in 6 of him. It gets is -1 to hit.
Okay, can you use a strat as well? Yeah. What's that 1 point?
That's 3 points. So I'm down.
3 points.
So I'm down
okay.
to 3 points.
You're down to 3 points. You are indeed. Yep.
And that's the.
That's your psychic phase done?
Yeah.
Okay, shooting phase. Okay, so first up, the Long Fangs there are going to shoot my destroyers. They of course have moved, so they're -1. However, Richard has the option with his stratagem to either re-roll all hits or all wounds. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. What guns have you got in there, Rich?
So I've got 2 in the first unit. I've got two layers and the plasma. So I roll for the plasma.
Is this stratagem on like,
So
all of them? Is it?
I'll get 3 shots on the plasma, and I'm overcharging the plasma.
Okay. So this strat's not just on 1 unit, it's on...
No, it's on the one unit.
On the 1 unit.
But I've played it on the bigger unit.
Sure, of course.
So, do the plasma first.
Plasma, so these are -1, yeah?
Yeah.
So 4s, 1 hits.
Yeah. And 2 las.
2 las. Both hit.
So, now strength strength 8 and strength 8.
Yeah, toughness 5, so it'd be 3s.
Yeah. So 1, 2 go through.
Yeah.
That's minus 3, 2 damage.
Minus 3, so I will get a 6+ save.
And that's minus
6+ save. It misses.
So it's 3 damage on 1.
Yeah, so that's 1 dead.
And I think it's minus 4 for it.
Okay.
So that's
I won't get a save against
I'll
that.
check that for you because I don't want to do you out of a save if you can get a save.
Okay.
It's minus 3.
Minus 3.
Oh no, because it's just the Devastator Doctrine.
Right.
So all heavy weapons get
an extra
1,
okay.
so it is minus 4.
Okay, so how much damage on that one then?
So
2 dead.
no, one dead.
1.
Because you had one with I took
3 wounds. You did.
It's, oh yeah, is it 3 wounds? Yeah.
I thought you said 3.
I'm sure it's 3. Again, I don't want to do you out.
Don't want to rip the Necrons off, do you? Because you know what their revenge is like.
There's two wounds, so 1 dead. Yeah, I was right. I did say 2.
Did you say 2?
It was minus 3, 2.
Okay, I heard 3. Anyway, okay, so 1 is dead. Let's take this one off on the top here.
Yeah, so
now the other unit of Longfangs, yeah?
yeah.
Plasma, yeah?
Yeah, 1 shot.
1 shot on the plasma.
So wounds. Little hit.
Hits. What's that? That's the last cannons, is it?
Yeah, and
yep.
I'm going to use the crack grenade.
Yep, so we've got 1 crack missile launcher next. Oh, look at that foul, epic foul, and it was a 1. Oh!
So, they're all that's strength. They're all strength, not?
Yeah, they're going to hit them, a wound on 3s basically.
So I missed with 1 of the lads.
Yeah.
So the crack is, I'll do the crack first because that's with a crack it's minus 3 AP.
Okay, minus 3 AP on the crack missile, so a 6+ save. Nope.
So 1 dead.
1 dead.
Plasma cannon is a minus 4, so you won't get a save.
No save at minus 4.
1 dead on that. One
wound,
on
yeah.
that. And the las does another, so 2
damage.
2 damage, so 2 dead in.
2 more dead.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard's preparing to shoot now with his bikes, but we were just discussing about how the new RP is going to work. So I think it's going to be really good because obviously when that first destroyer went down, I would have had an RP chance before the next squad shot at them, and then I'd have more RP chances before the next squad shot at them. So we think it's going to be very, very useful. However,
it's going to be quite strong.
The bikes are shooting at
these 2.
the destroyer. You don't like them destroyers, do you?
Well, if I can wipe them off that objective,
yeah.
It's 5 less points for you.
Oh yeah, go on then, have a go. Try. Oh! Lots of 1s and 2s, I like that.
And then 5's needed, so 1.
1 wound.
At minus 1.
Minus 1, so it'll be a 4+ save. I save it. Okay, so now we're looking at the other bike squad shooting into my Immortals. Here we go. Needing 3s.
That's better.
And strength 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4s. Ooh, there's lots of 1s and 2s there.
4 at minus 1.
Okay, 4 minus 1. I'm not on terrain, so it'll be a 4+ save. And we take 2 wounds. Is that just 1 damage each? 2 dead.
2 dead, yeah.
Okay, so that is the end of the shooting phase. It's now the assault phase. Okay, so Richard has declared multi-charges on the Immortals and Cryptek. First is going to be this squad here. I have used a stratagem to use Overwatch. So let's do that. Right, here we go. So we need 6s. We get 0 6s. Okay, so your assault range.
Right, on that squad I need 6.
6. Yep, definitely in. Okay, and then the other bike squad's going to try to get in as well. Are they actually on my cryptic as well, those ones?
So they're going on the cryptic.
Yeah. Okay, so that...
Yeah, that was the longer charge. So.
Yeah. You're almost definitely going to get in unless you roll really badly. 4.
I'll re-roll that.
You re-rolled it? I think you're in anyway, but... Yeah, 10 inches, no trouble.
I was in anyway, but I just want to make sure.
Okay, so these bikes have a lot of attacks with all their special rules. First up is the guy directly on the cryptek. He's got 7 attacks.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. 1 misses.
Strength 4.
Toughness 4.
So 4s.
So 3 wounds.
-1.
-1, so it'll be a 5+ save. I save 1.
So 2 wounds.
2 damage. Okay, so now we've got...
It's the same squad as the other
same
2.
squad, but on the Immortals this time, yeah. So get 6 attacks each. Needing...
2s.
2s?
Yeah, because of it. I get +1 to hit.
Is that a Space Wolves thing?
Yeah, it's a Space Wolves ability. Which is really good. That's why Thunderhammers are so good on Space Wolves now.
Right, yeah.
So wounding on 4s. I see. 2, 4, 5.
Okay, and that's any minuses?
-1.
-1, so
at the moment.
be a 4 up save. So 4 die. Okay, so now next squad. So we've got a repeat of those 12 attacks on the Immortals. Hitting 3s, 2s,
and then 4.
4 saves.
Yeah, 4 saves.
A -1. So now 4's up, and 4 more die, which is the unit. Okay, so my cryptek assaulted back. Richard rolled a 6 to save the wound. So let's toss up the points. Okay, so Necron's got 3 points for killing more. Space Wolves didn't get anything. So we're going to move on to battle round turn 2. Okay, so I'm on 3 objectives, so I got my 15 points, and we've got some RP. So 3 destroyers up on a 5, we get 1 destroyer up. Okay, end of the movement phase, so the heavy destroyers just moved slightly to target this tank, and the destroyers moved into this quarter. Over here I did the emergency fall back. I didn't roll a 1 and my cryptics fell back to the objective. My Wraith just trundling forward there in between the 2 targets. The Immortals just moved forward, and I gave my will be done to this squad here. I think that's it. So that was all my movement, so it's time to shoot. Okay, end of the shooting phase. The destroyers took this rhino down to 1 wound, so I split fire with these destroyers, 1 killing it. The guys got out, no one died. The other 2 destroyers shot into this guy here using extermination protocols, and I got, well, as you can see, I killed 2, just 1 guy standing. I chucked the Triarch Stalker into a bike squad and then used all of the other shooting that I had to kill that unit. That biker there is down to 2 wounds, which was from Imitex, Staff of Destroyer thing. And that was pretty much it. So Richard is now ready for my assault. I'm probably going to assault with the Wraiths, not quite sure where at the moment. So, assault phase. Okay, so I'm and ahed about which units to assault. The bikes, who are fast moving, lots of shots and attacks and quite pesky, or the troops, which with the objective right here I thought was the sensible thing to do. So I multi-assaulted. I managed to kill 4 from 1 unit and 2 from another. Richard attacked back, but I saved everything with my invulnerable saves. So that is the end of Necron Turn 2. Which I'm looking pretty good, but Richard does have a lot of very nasty reserves coming in, so yeah, turn 2 is going to be a bit of a counter-attack, I feel. Right, Space Wolves, turn 2. Okay, so shooting phase. My Immortals nearly got killed, just 1 Immortal left. The last cannons came into the Stalker, but I used the quantum deflection and I managed to save everything. Over here I took a wound from some pop shots from those guys, and over here I took a wound on a Wraith from the guys that are in assault. In the meantime, the bikers shot into my immortals along with this guy, killing 3 of them. We're heading into the assault phase. The Cryptek is looking a little bit scared, and so are these immortals. However, the key one is actually over here, the Wolven, who have deep striked in and are ready to assault. Okay, end of the assault phase. I got assaulted by lots of different units here with my destroyers. However, it was just Ragnar Blackmane with his 10 attacks that took them all out. These guys consolidated 6 inches, stupid Space Wolves rules, into my heavy destroyers, and I killed one of them in the assault. And then over here, the Cryptek survived very well. I had 4 saves, I needed 5s, and I rolled 3 5s and a 6, so he's still standing there, and my immortals also survived as well, so I did really well over there. However, over here the wraiths are pretty much dead. I've just got 1 wraith with 2 wounds, and I did take 2 wounds off of one of the Wolven. So that is the end of turn 2 for the Space Wolves. Okay, so it's turn 3 for the Necrons. The score so far is 35 to the Necrons, 9 to the Space Wolves. And we've got some RP to do. So first of all, we've got 4 Immortals, and that's on a 5+. We get 2 up, and then we've got 3 RPs just over there again on a 5+. We get 1 up. Okay, so movement phase. I just jiggled these around so that Immortal wasn't up front. These are locked in combat. Over here the Wraith used 2 CPs to emergency fall back onto the objective here, removing Richard's flag hopefully, and then over here I fell back with the Immortals and also the Cryptek. Okay, mine will be done to these Immortals, and it's time to shoot. And with a gentle reminder from Richard, thank you Richard.
That's alright.
You're a gent. Here are my destroyers who have now deep striked in. Okay, now it's time to shoot. Okay, so I did what I needed to do, just. It was a lot of hard work, however, the destroyers did take out the Wolven, and then I concentrated on these 2 units here with the rest of the army. I managed to get the Inceptor down to 1 wound, and the bike here down to 2 wounds after killing the other bike. And I think that was all I did. Over here the assault carried on. I lost 1 of my heavy destroyers. I did no damage in return. So I scored a few more points for engage on all fronts, and we're now moving on to Space Wolves turn 3. Okay, end of turn 3 for the Space Wolves. They managed to kill my heavy destroyers in the assault, and they've raised the banner on this objective. These guys came over here, and what do you do with them?
They killed the destroyers and then...
oh, they killed the heavy destroyers, yeah, that's right, and they consolidated their massive 6 inches just there. Over here the bike came in and managed to shoot the Immortals, and then assaulted Imitek. Imitek lost 2 wounds, and then I killed the bike in return. Over here this guy's raised the banner. My destroyers got targeted by the Longfangs, and I lost 1 of them. And these guys assaulted my Wraiths and killed the Wraith off. So the Necrons are still ahead, however there's plenty of game left here, so we will continue. Necrons turn 4. Okay, 3 RPs on Immortals, a 5+, we get 2 up, and then we've got a Destroyer on a 5+, he doesn't come up. Imitek gets D3 living metal back, he gets his full wound back. Okay, so Necron turn 4, I concentrated on killing these Blade Guard veterans with my units in this area. Over this side of the table I moved and repositioned so that I could shoot the last Inceptor, and I managed to do that. And then these here, the Destroyers and Cryptek, came together so that I could make use of the RP, and then the Destroyers shot those guys off of the table. So I managed to get my points for being in table quarters, and now it's going to be Richard's turn 4. Okay, end of turn 4 for the Space Wolves. These guys here moved up, attempted to assault Imitek after shooting the Triarch Stalker and taking 1 wound off, but they were out of range, both these guys and Ragnar Blackmane. Over here this guy just moved forward a little bit to help buff these units. And then over this side of the table, I took 1 mortal wound from a psychic power from the Rune Priest, and then the Longfangs here opened up fire on the destroyers, killing all of them but 1. So we are now moving into the final turn, turn 5 for the Necrons. Okay, here we go, 4 destroyers with RP of a 4+ this time, thanks to the Cryptek, and we get 3 of them back up, and then we have 1 lonely immortal who doesn't stand up. Okay, end of turn 5 for the Necrons, nothing else that I can do. I moved the destroyers up here, killed off the Rune Priest on the objective. These immortals shot into the Blood Claws, killing them along with a few other shots from all of my units around here. And then I started work on Ragnar Blackmane, and I've taken him down to 3 wounds. So we are moving now to the Space Wolves' final turn, turn 5. Okay, end of turn 5 for the Space Wolves. The characters came in, Ragnar on the Triarch Stalker, taking him down to 2 wounds. Ulrich onto Stormlord, taking Stormlord down to 2 wounds. I did no damage in return. The destroyers were shot by the Longfangs, who moved, killing another 2 destroyers. So we've added up all of the points, and the total is 45 points to the Space Wolves, 75 points to the Necrons, and in case you're wondering, yes, I did give Richard his 10 points for painted.
Even over the Rhino as well. Ouch.
That was not good.
No.
Okay, checking the camera, see if it works. Okay, so there you go. Game over, really enjoyable.
Yes, very enjoyable, as usual.
Yeah, obviously the Necrons obviously came out on top.
Yeah.
But was there a particular move that you did that you thought was like a good move?
My good moves were on that side of the board. Putting the Wolfen down this side was a mistake. It should have been up. I should have put them up there, and probably in my deployment, giving you 1 unit to shoot at.
Yeah. So you just answered my second question. What mistakes did you make?
Yeah, but see.
So the Wolfen and your good moves were over here, where you were coming down the centre. The objectives with the 2 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man of the match for you?
Has to be Ragnar.
Ragnar Blackmane. He's nasty, isn't he?
He took out the destroyers on his own, didn't he?
Yeah.
One lot of destroyers. Bit whiffed on a bit on the Triarch Stalker, but again, another time. Yeah,
exactly. So for me, my favourite move, I think, probably was the Veil of Darkness at the beginning, getting up close and personal. I wanted to be quite aggressive in this game, and that really worked and put you on the back foot, I think, as you came over, you had to deal with that. I just kept you at bay. My mistake was obviously forgetting to put the destroyers down.
Yeah.
So, but thanks to you for reminding me. And we worked out the reason why we forgot and what we're going to change is I had my destroyers on my dead pile board.
Yeah.
So next time I'm going to take them off either on the side of the table or a piece of paper, or
just in the corner like that, where you so that you with reserves written on it, so that you can you remember them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then man of the match, I think, has to be the Cryptek with the cloak, because not only did he teleport at the beginning of the game, cause you a load of trouble, he actually survived the whole of the game as well, which is quite unusual for him. So, really enjoyed that. We are now going to play a 500 point in combat patrol, which will be fun. So yeah, keep watching, because that game will also be on my channel. And there's nothing left to say except beam me up. Well, I should do this really. Beam me up.